They couldn't take them down at all throughout the rest of it. And now, on the blood of T1, FaZe has paved the golden road here in spring 2023.
A monumental win for Gen G. The biggest upset we've seen in LCK in years. And they do it on the backs of Doran, a player who underperformed all throughout playoffs, was considered the weak link for this team. And the bottom duo of players who've never been in the finals before. And FaZe will be a royal roader, a rookie player who this split has looked dominant, gotten more kills than any other new rookie AD carry has ever gotten in their first season of LCK. And a well-deserved victory for a team that worked so hard to adapt across a grueling playoffs. Our first double elimination bracket, they make the run through losers.
Unbelievable. And
kind of speechless at the end of this.
What are you gonna say? It's the step up, and yes, Chovy and Peanut, the entire series, impeccable play. Doran, man of the night, gets them the 2-0 single-handedly with his Gragas, but with the way that FaZe and the Light played, it's everything coming together here for Gen G.
Just a huge step up for so many players on Gen G. And FaZe lifts the LCK trophy first. And Gen G defend their title. T1, 6 spring finals. They have been the victors. And Gen G, the last 3 they have attended. 2 of them against T1, 1 of them against Damwon. And now finally hoisting the trophy.
It's the first time T1 has had an undefeated round robin in LCK and not wound up champions. The 5th time they had a perfect round robin in a split of LCK. But it's the first they won't walk home as champions tonight. The massive favorites. And it's a great response we saw, I think, from T1 coming into the draft, changing it up, trying to bring things back. And things looked good in this 4th game. It almost looked like we were going to Silver Scrapes, but eventually a few mistakes, and Gen G capitalize and take the title.
And it's the revenge of Griffin coming back with a vengeance. It's FaZe and the Light playing on Gen G Academy 3 years ago. They went their separate ways. They're reunited. And yes, Gen G won summer on the back of Ruler and Lehens. But to expect that they would repeat the feat of winning an LCK title with this bot lane is simply mind-blowing.
Even Lehens playing on this stage yesterday, Gen G had to go through him. You know, it all comes back full circle. And despite Lehens being the one who isn't going to be able to get the repeat title of our remaining Gen G players, as Rulers, of course, left the LCK, he was still on this stage. He was still involved. And it does feel like, in some ways, we might be ushering in a new era of dominant teams here in the LCK. As Gen G get back-to-back, sure, they weren't able to go to Worlds Finals, but you have to respect that here domestically they have now reigned supreme twice in a row.
They have, and I just have to say I can't stop thinking about FaZe and how incredibly he has played this entire season. The man he's unflappable. We thought he's a rookie. He's so incredibly young. Been a long time since Peanut has gone to MSI now as well, and he gets to go as the champion here for spring. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to throw it over to Ji-Sun for some translation with the interview with the victorious Gen G.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-Sun for the championship interview, joined by Gen G, our spring split champion of 2023 LCK.
전문가의 예상일 뿐이었습니다만
They did make a huge upset. So many people predicted T1 over Gen G in this finals, but the honorary championship title goes to Gen G, and they will be the first seed representing the LCK at MSI. Let's start off with Doran, the superstar of Gen G. the Gragas god of Genji.
기분이?
How do you feel?
일단 좀 모두의 예상을 다 깨고 저희가 이렇게
I'm so glad that we were able to go against everyone's prediction and win the title. It means even more than last summer's split title for me, considering all those factors.
최고 아닙니까? 한 번 더인데?
Is it better than winning your first title?
얼마나 더
Today
좋아요?
is my best day in my life. Like, I can literally just die right now. I have no regret behind now.
팬분들 그냥 해.
And the fans are also going crazy for this Genji win.
워낙 인원이 많아서
Now let's hear from Peanut, the captain and the jungler on the side of Genji.
네.
앞서 경기 중에 대기록이 나왔습니다. 정글로
We had
통산 두 번째로 1,500킬이라는 영광도
a very important
일단 그죠?
milestone hit by you actually.
또 우승 소감을
You actually hit
어떤 느낌인지 궁금하네요.
1,500 kills as a jungler for the second time in the LCK. And how do you feel to win this title as the team's captain?
하면 다들 그냥 우스갯소리로
I'm pretty sure before the season started, like no one ever thought Genji would win LCK Spring. You know, if anyone says so, people would thought, that's a Genji bias fan. But I'm so happy that today we proved it. Especially, I think I did a great job actually as a leader of the team.
오늘 어느 시점에 우리 팀이 솔직히 여러 가지 예상과
When
어려움도
was
많았고
the
데이터도
moment
그랬거든요.
that you were confident that you will be able to win the crown of the LCK? When did you get this feeling?
다시 T1이랑 붙는다 해도 저희가
I mean,
이길까라는 대답에는 진짜 확신을 못할 것 같아요.
I'm not really sure if we can beat T1 one more time if we just have a rematch right away, because T1 is so strong. But you know, the who wins on the final stage is the winner and is the champion. So I don't mind losing to T1 next time. You know, we won today at the final stage, and maybe we can make another opportunity and get a win against them. And I guess it was today, and it was final, so we are the champions.
역시 자 피넛다운. 그리고 오늘 5번째 우승이거든요 LCK.
네네.
Peanut, this is your 5th LCK title. Now you are tied with Bengi on the side of T1 and you are the leader on the side of the junglers leaderboard in terms of the LCK titles. How do you feel? I want to say I'm still hungry, you know. I want to be the solo #1 by winning more titles in the future. Now let's hear from Chovy. We have so many Chovy fan signs out here. See it on the screen, you know, so many Chovy signs everywhere in Korean, in English. Colorful Chovy, Chovy photo. Any message over to the fans cheering you on? I can see so clearly out here. Thank you so much. Just like Doran said, you know, we were going against the predictions, so I think it means a lot to me. I mean, yeah, in the intro, actually, you also mentioned that beating T1 means more to you. How does it feel? Feels delicious, you know? Feels yummy. I guess they're the best place. Any final word before we move on to the next player? I'm pretty sure no one predicted us to win today against T1, but I want to say thank you for all the fans who kept their faith and supported us. I'm so happy that we were able to repay them with this win on stage and prove that we are the best. Next up is the Royal Roader of LCK. After such a long time in LCK history, the crowd chanting FaZe's name.
방금 모자 벗어서 인사한 거예요? 페이즈? 네. 자, 페이즈.
FaZe.
자, 팬분들의 이런 환호를 받으니까 어떤 느낌이 드십니까?
How do you feel getting so much support from the fans? I could like feel them chanting, and while I was playing the game, and it really helped us feel confident and cheer us up. So I want to say thank you so much.
프로게이머 이 시작이 어디였죠?
FaZe, where did you start? When did you go pro?
작년부터
I think
시작했는데
last year
어디?
젠지에서요.
in Genji,
젠지 CL.
Genji CL,
그리고 바로 왔어요?
and now
젠지
you just made a jump up to the Genji main roster and won the
네.
LCK title. You have never left Genji, right?
예. 야,
Yes, Genji all the way.
젠지의 성골 찐 로얄 로더 페이지입니다.
The Royal Roder pays. You won another meaningful title here in the LCK. I heard you got so many advices from your teammates too, like Dora and Chovy. What did they tell you?
잘 기억은 안 나는데
I don't remember exactly,
네, 잘 기억이 안 납니다.
아, 예, 제가
so I don't know. I forgot.
준비 많이 한 사람만 긴장할 수 있다. 그리고 보여줄 게 많은 사람이
So they actually told Paige that the one who prepared more can feel nervous. The one who prepared harder will get nervous on stage.
어떤 기분입니까?
How does it feel to be the Royal Roder of LCK?
지금 제 기분을 약간 기쁨이나
와.
행복이라는 단어로
I cannot express this emotion with the word like happy or glad. I don't know how to explain this. I cannot put it in words.
기쁘다고 합니다, 여러분. 큰 축하의 박수를 부탁드립니다.
Please give a round of applause for Paige.
와, 딜라잇이 없었으면 페이지도 없었습니다.
Now, let's hear from Delight.
네, 네.
Congratulations.
어때요?
How do you feel?
처음에 힘들었는데
It was really hard in the beginning, you know, but we all worked so hard and we won this title together. It feels amazing.
힘들었을 때 누구 생각하면서 버텼습니다. 뭐 생각하면서 버텼습니까? 힘들었을 때
Who did you kind of rely on when you were having some hardships?
가족들 응원하고
Who did you think of the most?
응원해주고
My family, friends around me, also my teammates, coaching staff, they were just supporting me throughout the season so that I can get this great outcome. And also, I cannot count out our fans. Thank you.
사실 우리가 언제 처음 봤죠?
When we saw first time?
처음 봤습니다.
When I was like
그때
second grade in middle school, I was watching esports game.
SKT MVP 경기.
It was SKT versus MVP finals, and I saw you there. I was just a middle schooler.
짓고 않았던 중학생이 이제는 우승 인터뷰를 저랑 하네요.
Delight was watching the LCK live
이쁘다.
when he was only 14 years old, but now he is winning the LCK title on stage, right next to Caster John. Anything you want to say to the fans? Thank you so much for your continuous support, and I will keep working hard.
눈물이 글썽글썽. 자,
Delight holding his tears
자,
of joy after winning the title. Now let's hear from the coaches on the side of Genji. Now,
저희가 내내
starting off with the head coach score.
이 힘든 경기 코칭 스텝의 힘으로 버틴 것이 아닌가 생각이 듭니다.
This was not an easy series, but with their tactics and strategy, Genji was able to get this trophy. How do you feel? Last year we won title in the summer season, but this spring no one had high hopes for Genji, so it means even a lot. It means a lot for me, the fact that we were able to go against the current.
코칭도 맡긴 했습니다만 그때 우승 몇 번 했죠?
How many titles have you won in the LCK so far as a player?
지금 감독
Just once.
몇 년째죠 지금이?
올해가 2년 차입니다.
And this is my second year as a head coach, and I won my second title.
감독의 체질인가?
Which one suits you better, being a player or a head coach?
사실 2년 차라서 체질인 거
It's been only 2 years, so I cannot really tell like this is like my perfect job, you know. But I guess maybe because I'm getting some good results, so maybe we can say it so.
자, 그리고 우리 마파 코치랑도 말씀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
Now let's hear from Mafa.
일단 뭐 소감 한 말씀 듣고 옛날 얘기 하죠. 예.
How do you feel right now?
1인분 한 거 같은데 1인분만 한 거 같은데
I just did
5명
my
선수들이랑
role, and then like my players, our coaches like Score, Musong, they worked so hard in order to accomplish this.
소위 바텀 듀오였었죠. 예. 그리고 저희가 오늘
Well, you guys used to be bottom duo in the LCK, remember? Score and Mafa.
그때 예, 잠실에서
And you guys actually lost the final at Jamsil as well. We have some history going around here, but today we were having an opposite result. It's been so long, but I lost to T1 so many times. So it feels amazing to get a revenge like this. What about you, Mafa?
사실 4경기 질 때는 좀
When we were losing game 4 and when we were like falling behind, I was like, oh, maybe we're getting reverse swept again. Like, is it happening again? But my players did a wonderful job and they got the win, so I'm so thankful. Any message for all the fans? Let's hear from Musong as well. Before we start, how do you feel? You just won an LCK title.
다 같이 많이 노력했다고 생각하는데
This spring season, everyone worked so hard. They were giving their all for this title, and I'm so happy that we were able to get this title. Now let's talk about MSI score. You are going to be the first seed representing the LCK. And you're heading over to London. What is your mindset and goal heading into that MSI tournament? I've never been there as a player and also as a head coach, so I'm so excited. You know, I cannot wait, and also a little bit nervous, but I believe in my players. You know, I'm gonna do their best job there, so we will make sure to win the title there as well. What about the players? Pace, first time winning LCK. You know, there were so many first times for you. Playoffs, losers finals, grand finals, and MSI. Have you been to London? Nope. Do you have a passport? Yes. That's a relief. Is there any team you want to play up against in the MSI? Maybe Ruler? Is Ruler coming to MSI? Is there any message you want to send over to Ruler and anybody? I respect Ruler the most as an AD carry, so I'm looking forward to facing up against him. Well, he could be your role model, but when you face up against him on the Rift, he's your enemy. Are you gonna still respect him? No, game is a game, so I'm gonna focus on winning. Any message over to Ruler?
꼭 만나고 싶습니다.
I really wanna face you, Ruler.
지금 페이지가 룰러를 만나러 갑니다. 기대하시기 바랍니다.
And Pace is on his way to go up against Ruler potentially in the MSI.
그리고 주장과 초비도
Now Chovy.
SK 두번 우승.
Now this is your second title in the LCK, but first time at MSI. What are you expecting? I mean, yeah, going to the MSI feels amazing, but just the fact that we just won an LCK title and we are fully confident heading into MSI means a lot. Then is there any specific team or a player that you want to meet there? Not really, but MSI, you know, is a clash between the best teams around the world. So I want to just face them once every time, and then we want to win. We're going to win the MSI as well. And lastly, the team captain, Peanut, to wrap up this interview. Any word on MSI's journey of Gen.G? This is my third MSI. You know, I've got some experience, so I hope I can be a great leader to my team. And also, I just believe in my teammates. You know, they are very talented. Their performance is great, so I want to make sure and promise that we will get a great result there as well. And now, once again, please give a big round of applause for the LCK champion, Gen.G.
자 그러면
Now it's time for
강릉에서
award ceremony.
이거
So
잠실에서도
let me pass it back
우승
to
연속
Atlas.
우승을
Thank you.
차지한 우리 젠지 선수를 모시고 이제 시상식을 거행하도록 하겠습니다. 우리은행과 함께하는
Going to the MVP, and we're also going to be introduced to some members of the Uri Bank, of course, the head sponsor here at the LCK.
That's right. A lot of awards to give out here on the stage. And this is one of the most exciting parts of the win for these teams, to find out who's going to get the MVP.
Yeah. And there are a few names that I think we could throw out here. As here he is. This is the head of domestic business unit of Uri Bank, Lee Soktae. And he is going to be presenting the MVP award to a member of Gen G.
There he is, Lee Soktae, the head of the business unit here at Uri Bank. Introducing himself.
Yeah, what a incredible ending to a day that I think many of us thought was going to be one-sided, and it kind of was, but not in this direction.
Yeah, I think really an unexpected result. Across the analysts here at the LCK, definitely a massive upset here. He said he's really happy to, of course, spend this time with the fans here and watch the finals with his own eyes live in the venue. And it was a really fun experience.
A historic moment that he's witnessed here and can now give a well-deserved award to one of these players. And we have our votes that are in, but we don't know where it is going to go.
Very important moment here, you know, and we all, of course, do thank Urianheng, or Uri Bank, I guess, in English, to for supporting the LCK, being our main sponsor. And I'm really excited that he's able to give his little speech on stage here and say that he enjoyed the series as well, and he's happy to support the LCK.
And what I love is that these are the type of moments that you don't have to be a esports fan to know what happened here today, right? You can just be in the arena.
Oh, absolutely.
You can feel the energy and see the story that is unfolding in front of your eyes.
Another round of applause for our spring champions of 2023, Gen G.
200 million won they'll pick up here,
which is roughly 200 grand of freedom money across the pond. So not exactly a small stack of change, but there is so much more that goes alongside it. Etching a name once again into this trophy, absolutely massive. And is it Peanut that gets another one? Oh no, that's the champion. That's the ring.
Yeah.
That's the ring.
We always get excited. This is the champion
Every
ring.
time I
the
get
captain,
baited.
Yeah, the captain will get it.
Yep.
But soon we will find out who is getting the finals MVP. And this is the commemorative Tiffany ring that goes to the team champions captain, or the captain of the team that are champions. This is Gen G, of course, in this case, and Peanut is the captain. We're always very awkward with these award ceremonies, aren't we here?
We are a little bit.
And Peanut, you know, today wasn't about him, but it didn't need to. He needed to put his team in the right direction. And he had some great carry performances in playoffs. But what mattered most is what he was there to guide them, to get these players.
I like as well that in the interview gave himself some pats on the back as well. Another round of applause. One of our first upsets in a really long time.
Yeah.
I think I've been convinced that it's been an extraordinarily long time since the expected team did not win, especially here in spring. Ooh, now it's time for the finals MVP.
The final MVP 실상은 항상 이 타이밍에 도움을 주시는 분이시죠. LCK의 오상원 대표님께서 수고해 주시겠습니다.
This is the CEO of the LCK, Sean O, will be coming to award the MVP.
Love that suit.
It's
Great
absolutely
jacket.
fantastic. Shono looking brilliant here today.
오성원 대표님 함께하셨습니다. 네, 감사드리고요.
$5,000
자, 오늘
approximately
결승
to the winner of the MVP.
Two standouts, I think, for this award potentially
so.
going into this one, and I think it's going to be tough to call.
앞서 제가 들은 거에서 바뀌지 않았죠? 그러면 그대로 가도록 하겠습니다. 우리은행과 함께하는 2023 LCK 스플릿 파이널
Here it is.
MVP는
Oh!
Making his way.
이거 일이 안 돼서 잘 안 들려요. 예.
The build-up.
MVP는
He's like, I couldn't hear you guys. It's not helpful. Who got it?
Yeah.
MVP는 페이즈 김소환입니다.
And Paige
And
will get
Paige
it.
will get it. I think the Royal Road definitely helps push him over the edge, but the fact that he is a rookie and performed like that in this series, I think gives him bonus points. An unbelievable achievement here for this man. And will now be able to head towards MSI, see whether he can keep this road going.
And there were two options, right? It was between Doran and it was between him.
Yeah.
And Doran got them into position, but as you're saying, the fact that he performed as confident and aggressive as he did in his first ever final is mind-boggling.
And he's going to get the Tiffany bracelet and 5 million won. Such a great performance from this player.
Unbelievable. Hayes really making history here. We've had quite a few Royal Roaders since the inception of competitive League of Legends here in Korea, since about 2012. He joins a long list of pretty amazing names, including Cuz, including Mata. A lot of great players, but definitely names that have stood the test of time. Hayes, I have a feeling, might be another one of those.
You know, this player is so young. He's got such a bright career and future ahead of him. This is just step one. We got MSI to play. We got a whole summer season and years of competitive League of Legends on the horizon. And performing this well this early is incredible.
It is. It's an absolutely amazing achievement here for Pays. And we now get to hear from him again.
Thank you so much, guys.
뭔가 다르긴 다르네. 이렇게 정말 결승에 본인이 아니었어.
Hayes.
진짜 노페하고 클템이 마지막에 진짜 페이지 신난다고
Nofe
했거든요. 그 역할
and
제대로
Cloud Templar just got so excited. Every time your Jinx got excited on the Rift.
소감 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Any message over to everyone supported you as the FMVP of this season. Thank you so much for coming to support us. I know, like I say this like 100 times, 1,000 times, but I know it's boring, but I gotta say this. I love you and I thank you. And that's it from Pace.
네, 자 이렇게. 네, 자 그 기원이 정말 이루어져서 페이지가 로얄러더 그리고 파이널 MVP까지 차지하게 됐습니다.
He's not a man of many words, is he?
He is not. I was expecting the interview to go for a little bit longer there, but he is definitely a man that keeps it mainly on the Rift. And honestly, you can understand why, because he's pretty good while he's there.
You know, it took Faker a few years to become as well-spoken as he is now, and mentioning he's the second youngest player to ever win the LCK. I think you put a few years of MVP interviews and POG interviews onto this guy's belt. It's just been a season. I think we'll be hearing a lot more about how he feels in coming seasons.
Exactly, and now to lift the trophy one more time, your Spring 2023 champions, back to back. It's Gen G lifting it one more time before they head to London for MSI as the LCK first seed.
영광의 우승은 젠지입니다.
And this is the best part. This is the moment that a lot of players have to play years through hardship, like Chovy, who just won his first title last summer. To do it in your first season and to pick up MVP and to lift the trophy with your teammates, there's no feeling greater.
And their Score standing behind Pays in a role that Score used to occupy, telling him it didn't take me 6 months to win my first LCK title, buddy. As a head coach, it's his second that he manages to collect in a year and a half. An incredible performance from Gen G. Only Jonah Strong knew. He was the only one that had any inkling. Everybody else felt like T1 were going to once again be the kings of spring, but Gen G say no. There is Arnold there as well, congratulating his team. So many members of Gen G here standing up to support their LCK. Just absolute incredible players. I'm at a loss for words to describe this team.
It's just really, it's one of those stories that you can't make it up. You know, you can't even script something like this. And after DRX won Worlds as our 6th seed, you know, I'm not saying this tops that, but back-to-back crazy stories coming out of the LCK. It's just a region you can't predict. It's a region that has so many high-level players that on any given day, a new champion may rise.
They'll raise the trophy one more time. The entirety of Gen G preparing now to head internationally one more time. An unbelievable achievement here in spring. Took them a few times to get there, but congratulations to Gen G. Thank you so much for watching the spring season of the LCK, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back for summer, but before that, we'll see you at MSI. Good night.
Rushing when you take it all in. Let's do something crazy, get a bit wild today, 'cause we don't do this every day and we deserve it.